Okay, what's up everyone? Yes, that's it. Yes, that's what I'm gonna say. We're doing it, finally. I've been waiting so long to do this tier list, but it's about time. Yeah, no, this isn't a joke tier list like shitpost, where I rank them by who's woke and who's not woke. This is a literal tier list, okay? And starting off, yeah. Next up we have Hillbilly. That's right. I skipped Nurse because we don't even need to know why she's the best. Anyway, he can counter chainsaws because he's basically, oh gosh, frick. Anyway, Hillbilly, he has a good power. He really does. This isn't me exaggerating. He's basically Leatherface except better. He can destroy pallets, which is a way to counter pallets too, and he has some good lethality, great lethality, shall I say, and great detection. A ton of mobility, and yeah, overall, he's a great killer. Great. Next up, I'm probably gonna be putting let's see, Hag. Basically the best trap killer in the game, easily. Uh, I mean, she can place down traps, of course. We all know the drill. And but the thing is, she can just teleport to anyone who's stepped in her trap. And first, sorry about that. I'm just taking me a while to comprehend stuff. And first, you can guard, which also gives her a lot of lethality too with her traps. And yeah, overall, she also has some good detection. And I'd say her stalling, if she even has it or not, I can't tell. It's okay. So overall, Hag's great. Hag is a great slappy girl. Type spirit, basically Nurse, but not really as good as Nurse. Where are we going? Anyway, she's basically Nurse, but not really as good as Nurse, but she can end chases really quick, which means she has a ton of lethality. But she doesn't really have any stalling, same with Nurse though. But she does have some good detection too. But it's nowhere near on the levels of Nurse. Nurse is like the god of the goddess, should I say, of the killers. But her power does give her mobility too, and she can just catch you off guard. And she's very mind gaming. She's probably the most mind gaming killer in this entire game. Now hold on a second. Let me just add a new tier. Sad B, and then B. And last but not least, we're having the terrible equals you suck tier. F. Anyway, let me just give them colors because they look bland without them. Let's see, D. Then F tier is gonna have the black just to call the killers below shame. Complete and utter disgraces. Yeah. Next up, it's your boy, Nightmare Freddy. Nightmare Freddy. I mean, personally, he was never bad. Controversial opinion. But, sure, some sections was annoying, but if you learned it, he could be very effective. But anyway, Freddy has some good stalling. And that's like free powers from what I can recall. Which is good. Which is really good. Good. Sorry for the cringe. And it was, well, I mean, I personally prefer the snares over the pallets. But yeah, he does have some mobility. He has some detection and some lethality. I mean, the dream projection is probably like the best out of all his abilities. He can teleport to generators, which due to his stalling, he can easily slow the game down, which is really good. So he's definitely Freddy's easily like the strongest license killer in the entire game, and one of the strongest killers in the game, in my opinion. Sweater Boy, well, Momo Fade say he's very woke, which is one of the reasons he's up here. Nah, I'm joking. Anyway, next up, Huntress. I would have placed Myers next, but when I soon later grew into Huntress, and I'm honestly preferring her over Myers, which is really sad to say since I'm a Myers main. But I mean, she's the first killer in this entire game to actually have a ranged power. She can just hit you from a distance, and it's a good dead zone. She could just knock you. She could just down you after us. But even though her hatches are very limited, which is the problem. And without her hatches, she's really weak because she's very slow, and she does struggle without them. But you of course you could just go find some more, which is good, very good. She lacks mobility, which is a problem as well, and she lacks some stalling. But she does have some good lethality and some good detection. Which, and since none of the lullabies of Freddy and Huntress are directional, you can never know where she's coming from, and that's great, very great. So yeah, she's definitely A tier with Freddy. Anyway, next up is your boy Myers, shirtless. I'm joking. Do we have to bring up that movie again? Sorry. Myers, what does he bring to the table compared to the other kids? Well, he also has a good dead zone while stalking, and he can be very stealthy with Evil Within 1, not 2 and 3 though, because then his stealth kind of becomes worthless. But even though he lacks mobility in Evil Within 1, but in Evil Within 2 he actually gets faster, and his lunge gets better too. And first, when he's Evil Within 3, he's full of dead zones. He can just hit you down, hit you once, you're down, just with that one hit. And with some add-ons, you can have Evil Within 3 be infinite, just even better. It's kind of like how Nurse is way more powerful when she has the add-ons. But it's one of those times where like the killer is way better with the add-ons than the perks. Even though we're not gonna get to the perks because it's not really a part of the video or tier list. But Myers has some lethality with once he uses Evil Win 3 and some detection, and he can scare your socks off. Holy crap, he's scary. Look at his face, that's just woke. Sorry about that. Anyway, coming in, B tier. Yes, B tier. Now, this is actually a tough one. Oh, and actually, no, it's not a tough one. Ghostface. Oh crap. There we go. I think Ghostface is decent. Like, not the best, but he's still good. And he's kind of like Myers, except he doesn't have to. He can, he can insta down. But the reason why I put him below Myers is because Myers has a snowball, and he doesn't. Which the snowball is kind of. And another reason why it's below Myers, or slightly below Myers, should I say, is due to the fact that staring at him for like 3 seconds, was it, or 4 seconds, it cancels. It takes him out of his power. That is not good. That is not good. So yeah. But he is very stealthy. Way stealthier than Myers, I'll say. But Myers just honestly triumphs at everything else. But even then, Ghostface is still a great killer. Or decent killer, should I say. And he can crouch, which is also cool. He can teabag. The best. Teabag the best, I mean. So yeah, that's Ghostface. Next on our list is honestly a difficult one as well. Doctor. Doctor is very good at stealth. Actually, let's take away this tier because we don't need it. Doctor is very good at stealth. Very. And without it, he's kind of worthless. Actually, no, I'm joking. What am I talking about? He has some good stalling as well. 'Cause, he drives you into madness, shall I say? And he has some good anti-stealth and some detection. But here's the problem with Doctor, though. Besides that, his power can't really, hurt. Doesn't really hurt the survivors, should I say? Kind of like Freddy's Dream Snares. But I think Freddy's Dream Snares might slightly be better because you can actually slow survivors down. But I will say that Doctor's Spark is better than a freaking Clown gas, because like, even though Clown's gas can slow you down, he also has to slow himself down. And we'll get to Clown later. We'll see why. Well, I'll tell you why. But yeah, which due to his, you can see fake doctors, and he can also set up fake traps. Fake pallets, I say, like Freddy. So he's similar to Freddy. They both share some stuff. But yeah, that's Doctor. He can be very useful with a lot of stalling, a lot of anti-stealth. So overall, he's great. Next up, we got Piggy. Sorry that. But yeah, Pig has some good stalling potential, much better than Freddy's, but besides that, Pig can, I think Pig is inferior to Freddy, but she also has some mobility when using her, what you call it, ambush, and some good and which also gains her some lethality too. And however, the problems with Pig is that, design wise, you could probably be able to see her with a red, but without crouching at least. Oh yeah, she can crouch. But the reason why she's below Ghostface and all that is due to the fact that, I mean, she doesn't really have any like anti-stealth, nor does she have any anti-looping or anything. But her dead zone is, it may be on par with Huntress, but it's just not really as good. But she's still good on, she's still good. I will say that she's still a good killer, and I enjoy her. Also, the jigsaw boxes and traps and stuff can also be handy, but the thing is, it's not really that good during endgame collapse. So yeah, this is Pig, B tier. Alright, now we're going on over to the C tier. We'll be having Trapper. Or actually no, I placed Wraith higher than Trapper. We'll get to Trapper next, but Wraith and Trapper. Wraith can go invisible, but which can make him unpredictable, and he can like mind game really good as well with Bing Bong, because you know, say like you're in a chase, and like to survive the vault, you could just go invisible again, and then they won't be able to know where you are until you uncloak. What puts him over Trapper is due to the fact that Trapper is more luck based, and he's sure you can like place traps next to like paths and stuff, but the thing is that he has to go around grabbing traps and placing them around, while also being able to get with one flaw is that his power can be used against him, as he can step in his own traps, which is a huge flaw. But he does have some anti stealth once a survivor steps in the trap, but even then, but he is still decent compared to the ones at the bottom, which we'll get to. Yeah, Wraith and Trapper are still good, but I think Wraith easily has the edge out of the two. Next up we have is Plague. Actually, yeah, Plague. She may not be that good. I mean, she's the tallest killer in the game, and because of that, you can probably see her from a distance. I mean, Wraith is tall and all, but at least he has some good design which makes him camouflage. And invisibility also doubling it. The thing is with Plague is, well, she does have a decent dead zone, on par with that of Huntress. She isn't, I don't know, she just has so much flaws. But I mean, she doesn't really have any, what do you call it? She doesn't really have any stalling. Actually, yes, she does. I'm sorry about that. But not really as good as a lot of the other stallers, like Doctor, for example. But the thing is, like, she also doesn't really have that good of an anti-stealth or any of that. And first, she just remains a mere killer, even though she's in C tier. She is definitely better than the ones at the bottom, like I said. Speaking of the bottom, here comes D tier. D's nuts. Ah, got it, Leatherface. No stalling. No detection. He's just bad. I know a lot of people know why he's bad. But still, he's terrible, personally. And it's really hard to catch up to survivors with his chainsaw. He's very slow, but he does gain mobility later though. And that's later. Which is just sad. Bubba is just sad. He eats butt. Next is the Legion. Jesus Christ, like why? Why? He's just... So, we do Feral Frenzy, okay? You could hit survivors multiple times. Yet, however, if you miss, it cancels you out. Like, why? Legion are a joke. Oh, that's also not to mention as well is that Legion also... Okay, I will admit this, so Legion has the best stalling in the game, period. But even then, he has so many flaws. I mean, he can also counter powers, but and has a decent dead zone that's not part of Black. But even then, Legion can't has like way more flaws. Like, alright, he does have lethality, sure, but like you hit to survive, but his mending is just useless. And with one of his, you know, what's it called? Exploit, you can get you banned. You can get yourself banned. So I'm just too afraid to play Legion now because of it. The Legion are just terrible. I mean, you can play without their power, but still, that will just make them struggle. That will just make them struggle more. Yeah. Last but not least, what a surprise! It's Clown. Oh boy, I was really excited for this moment to tell you why Clown is a terrible killer. No stalling, no mobility, no anti-stealth, no punish, nothing except for anti-loop. But even then, his stalling is terrible because even if he hits you with the he has no stalling, but his what's it called? Dead zone is terrible. Even if he hits you with his gas, which is easy to dodge by the way, you'll still have to hit you twice. And when he reloads, he is slower than a walking survivor. That is just terrible. Not to mention his weakness, dear gosh, his weakness is pathetic. Standing at the pallet, and Clown's power is useless. He can't do anything about it. He's just gonna have to break the pallet as usual. He's just very buggy as well. And not only that, he's bright and colorful. You can just see him from a distance. And so he's the worst of stealth. The absolute worst of stealth. He's a clown. Period. A clown. His bottles are very horrible as well. And what else was there? Anyone who's played him, who said he was good, or placed him anywhere besides the bottom, has probably not played him like 10 games. Clown's power literally contradicts itself. Sure, he has like the worst dead zone. He's the worst killer in the game. Period. And even then, he still struggles and he's very frustrating to play. I hate Clown. So yeah, that's my tier list. Try and disprove me in the comment section if you can. Oh, and also, one more thing. When Clown's using his gas, he literally has to slow himself down to slow you down. Like, wow. But anyway, you can disprove me in the comment section or not. Just try and do it, if you can. And tell me your thoughts about this tier list. Whew. Yeah. It's about time I did this. Wow. It's been a bumpy ride, I'm joking. But Clown's just useless. He's a joke. He's a clown in every sense of the goddamn word. Sorry about that. But yeah. Screw Clown. But anyway, that's my tier list.